And a very good evening to all my viewers out there. It is right now Thursday, May the 12th, 2022. It is exactly 11:40 p.m. and we are here on the scene of a 5th alarm fire, which is the highest level of fire here in downtown Montreal. This is happening on St. Christophe Street, or here on one of the streets that are running parallel to St. Christophe. And I put another video together as well. I'll put a link to that, but this video here, I'm going to do something different. I'm actually going to keep filming and walking around, basically walking around and filming continuously while I walk, instead of doing it in little chunks, just to show you what it's like here at the scene of this fire here. And while we're walking, I'll point out some of the different units. We'll make our way around different streets, and yeah, it is a full moon tonight, so we're going to keep rolling, keep filming. And just to give you some perspective, I'm facing right now to the west, and this is to the north, relatively speaking, and this way down here is to the south. And for reference purposes, we're very close to Berri-UQAM metro station, so we'll walk around here a bit, see what we can see, and I'm going to keep rolling, keep filming, so I can give you an up-close look at what's happening from a first-person perspective. Alright, so over here, I guess this is where one of the main air supply vehicles are. That's 1605. As you can see, those are air supply tanks, which are being used to, of course, supply air apparatuses, air tanks. And I guess they're constantly being refilled and sort of, yeah, going into gear. The empty ones and the full ones are coming out. Over here we got a nice Pierce pumper truck, I believe. I think that's unit 230. Try to view over here. Yeah, that's truck 230, one of the newer Pierce trucks. Over here we have the 1330 unit, which is the, I guess you can call them the, it says right there, soutien opérationnel, which is pretty much, they're called the auxiliary unit, and I guess these guys give water to the fire crews, food. Nice step-van, beautiful step-van actually. This is a newer one. They used to have an older model. This one's a Freightliner. We'll keep walking around here seeing the different vehicles, because we got quite a few of them here. So as I progress, you will see different ones, and I invite you to watch the whole video as much as possible. And once we clear the smoke here, it should be a bit clearer as well. There's a fire chief vehicle, 1332. I'm going to walk over here because I was technically past the red tape. I'm just trying to switch sides here, switch streets. Operation chief vehicle. So another perspective here. This is a park where they're gathering at it, I suppose. We'll see the command center truck later on in the video. There's another one of those auxiliary unit support trucks. And as we make our way around, we're going to start seeing the different units that are here as backup. There's truck 1447. Nice ladder truck. I'll show you inside one of them where they actually have the computer screens mounted, so you can see what the computer screens look like. 2085, which I believe is a spare unit, spare pumper. There's a Hydro-Quebec truck, which is of course involved with the electrical supply around the province of Quebec. They're probably here to shut off the power, or if necessary to shut it off. And we're making our way now to, I believe, I could be wrong, but I think this is Ontario Street coming up, or yeah, it could be Ontario Street. So again, this is just the beginning of this video. There's a lot of different units on different street corners. And you can see the air is much clearer here And down there is where the smoke is because of the direction of the fire. Now the reason I'm making this video is because the actual fire itself, you can't really see much of the flames. The way the streets are here, they're pretty closed off. So I figured, you know what, I'll get a basic video of the smoke and focus on the various emergency units that are here, since, you know, it's better than nothing. There's another Pierce truck, one of the newer ones. Interesting to see there's a green light flashing there. Usually don't see that flashing. Somebody told me it has something to do with the battery of the truck or something. This is a paramedic supervisor vehicle, Urgent Santé supervisor vehicle, which is of course the ambulance network here in Montreal, also a large section of Quebec. There's a nice police van, and there's an actual ambulance down there if you're interested, on standby probably. Looks like there's actually some, oh, look at this interesting vehicle. So these are all chief vehicles here, 110, 135. So yeah, he showed up in this, I don't know if it's an unmarked fire vehicle, but that's interesting. So now we're getting to some pumper trucks down here. There's 289, which I believe is a spare unit. There's another nice truck, that's 219M. I believe that's a foam unit. Has the capacity to shoot foam out. Now this is all stuff that I learned over the years from Twitter, other YouTube videos, you name it. There's some construction going on as well in these areas. Looks like 219 has a few lines that are hooked up to it. A lot of crowds gathering tonight. So this is the actual street that it's happening on, St. Christophe. Trying to get a little view down there. So again, more interesting vehicles coming up. Do not close the video yet if you want to see some interesting units. Some more chief vehicles. 999, I think this is one of the specialty vehicles that they use. Specialty chief vehicles. I don't know exactly what, but I think there is something different about the 999 unit. That are spare 484. I believe it's a spare unit. I'll get a nice view of one of those computer screens soon, just so you can see inside of them. Here's one right here. I'll discreetly show you what it looks like. So there's the computer screen for the emergency calls right there. So you have truck right there, 4:30. There's the time, 11:49. There, I guess, is where we're located. And you can kind of see here, but these are basically notes that are going on at the fire, different memos and pieces of information that are relevant. This is all part of a computer system. Very interesting computer system, by the way, very modern. So we'll zoom out of this, and this is truck 430. Has a custom mile end emblem on it. Now we'll make our way down here. This is where we're going to see some more units, and we'll just wait to cross here. Over here, this is an interesting one. This is an actual fire bus. This is I believe a school bus that's been converted into a refuge bus. This is where people go for shelter. We'll get a view here. Why not? We'll get a nice view in the front because we have some old lights, that old style lights on there. Now I'm filming right now in the highest quality setting, so I can't really zoom out much, but there's a nice view of that fire bus over there. We'll cross over and we'll get a view from the front. Little bonus here, this is an STM vehicle, maintenance vehicle for the metro system. Montreal Metro. Not really relevant to this fire going on, but oh yeah, there it is, beautiful fire bus. So yeah, this is 1473 by the way. And the other thing too I wanted to mention about these refuge buses, I think they were actually retired at one point, and then they were brought out of retirement. We'll carefully cross here. Yeah, so there's definitely many units around, different streets, different corners. We'll make our way up to the Maisonneuve. See what we can see there. Here's one of the nicest trucks, one of the biggest trucks. This is a T-Rex. I think it's a Rosenbauer. Put the flash on for a second. Yeah, so this unit's probably going to move in later once the fire is under control. And what he'll do, I think he's going to go up to the roof level and get a view from the rooftop level without actually having to go on the roof, from what I've viewed in previous fires. So it's a nice safe vantage point, and it gives you the ability to go high up. All right, we'll make our way once again down here further to the south, and I'm just going to stop filming here because there's nothing here. I want to save some of my footage for the vehicles, which we're going to see more units down here. Okay, so we made our way south now to some more units. We're on the corner now of the Maisonneuve. This is actually St. Hubert Street, and the Maisonneuve is this one coming up. Another interesting truck here, this one. I think it's a Rosenbauer, could be mistaken. 467. One of the bigger units here, one of the bigger ladder trucks. So when we turn the corner here, we should be able to see some more vehicles, and in addition to that, we'll be seeing our command post unit very shortly as well. This here is actually an I'm not gonna say undercover, it's an unmarked fire vehicle. I think it's one of the chief vehicles. So we'll work our way down here. Even though it is blocked off, technically you can still cross, because of the fact that when this fire first started, there was a lot of crowds in this area. Just making my way past that, there was a lot of crowds in this area, but we're going to see down the street here a better vantage point of this fire. There's another nice truck, 215, and there you can see how usually those lights are on the side, those multicolored lights, which I think, like I said previously, I believe it's something to do with the battery of the truck, battery level. And some more chief vehicles over here, operational vehicles, 936. There's a nice police vehicle here, support and intervention vehicle, nice Dodge truck. Here's your metro station, by the way, Berri-UQAM Metro, which of course connects the orange line, yellow line, and green line together. So now we're getting into some more modern, interesting trucks. There's where the actual fire is, down there. Look straight down that street, you can kind of see the smoke. When I first started my videos, actually at the opposite end of that. I was actually at the opposite end when I first started filming. On the other side of the street, on the other side of those fire units, but not on this street, it was actually on the next street. Yeah, so we'll make our way down here and check some more interesting things out. Here's our hoses that are hooked up. And here is truck 448, another beautiful unit. And this one down here is one of the newer ones, 4076 Pierce Arrow. Beautiful, beautiful unit. I don't know why he's not on the front lines. These Pierce trucks have been pretty busy lately, especially if you've seen some of my previous fire videos. These Pierce Arrows, zoom out, they're very nice units, especially when the lights are on, the emergency lights. And here's truck 415 E1. And we're going to go down here and we're going to check out our command post in a minute. Just give you another view here of these 3 beautiful aerial trucks, ladder and aerial units. And we're going to see this nice vehicle down here, this chief vehicle. We'll check him out. And we're going to check out some of these pumper units in a minute as well, how they're hooked up. And there it is, the command center. And we're going to get a close-up of him at the end of the video. And there's some more interesting units down here as well, which I want to point out. Here's another unmarked fire chief vehicle, a couple of them actually. And there's our pumper truck in action, 229. You see there's a hydrant hooked up. Yeah, so this is actually the street I was on when I first started filming, which is St. Andre Street. I was way down there at the other end and I made my way around. Let's check out this chief vehicle with the lights on down here. And by the way, one more thing I want to point out here, this is another nice unit, the 581. I think they're called rescue trucks, light rescue trucks. Get a close view of that in a minute. But look at the lights on this beauty here, wow. 905. I don't think this is no, it's not a newer unit, it's just one that's lit up, has all the lights on. And there's more units down here as well that I want to check out in a minute. I like that person right there is actually a photographer for the fire department. But yeah, this is a rescue truck here, 581. This is a spare because, actually I don't know if it, yeah, it could be a spare because 81 I think is a spare number. You can see some of the tags are worn out, the sidings. Alright, we'll make our way down here and then we'll close it up with the command post back there. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got more units coming now. Beautiful timing. We got, this looks like a chief vehicle and there could be another aerial unit coming now. Yeah, that's actually another unmarked chief vehicle coming in now. Beautiful, beautiful to see. And this unit down there is going to park at the end of the street because we're going down there anyway, so yeah, large response here. And of course fifth alarms do bring out many units and sometimes some rare units, which is why I'm trying to focus on that in these videos. This video particular, yeah, it looks like another oxygen unit just came, or not oxygen, air supply. More units down here. Wow, look at this. Every corner has various units, multiple units. This is from the Plateau, 226. And each station has its own personal emblem, I believe. There's 210, which is near Geek Concordia Metro. So I could walk around here for quite a bit here, going through all these different units. But we'll wrap her up in a minute, because I want to show you the command post and end the video with that. Let's see what's here. Yeah, there's another. Oh, look at this. More units everywhere. Spare trucks, many stations. Alright, so we'll make our way back this way and I'll wrap it up with a nice view of that command post truck 1005. And actually we'll cross over because maybe I missed a couple of different units over here. See, this one here, it's all green, the light on it. The other ones, some of the other trucks, it's multicolored. I even saw one that was flashing. Some more down there. Yeah, so we'll go down here and get one last view of a command post, and then I'll wrap her up for the night. Yeah, so I'd say there's at least, based on my estimation, at least 50 vehicles, maybe 50 to 75 total, if you include the operational cars, chief vehicles. I do want to get a nice close-up of pumper unit in action, but I think they're all down this street here, St. Andre. Yep. And you can see the green lights. That means that is, of course, the command center, Neil Sank 1005, which is right here. Beautiful, beautiful unit. Alright, so I'm going to wrap her up here, and thank you all for watching. Hope that was interesting. Hopefully that makes up for the lack of actual fire footage I was able to get. But yeah, have a good night everybody, and more videos to come.